Can you see me?
Yeah, you're perfect. All right. Well, we probably should talk about something.
Yeah, we should.
Alright. Whew. How do you start a podcast?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
Do you ever get the feeling when we start these things, like, you always get yourself so psyched up for something, and then when the day comes, you're like, why am I doing this? It's stupid. Suddenly you start second guessing every fucking thing.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like, why didn't I just stay home and play video games?
Because we're overachievers.
No.
No,
We're
we're not.
underachievers.
That's okay.
Alright, hi everyone. I am Walter, and
This is Maddie.
yes, he is. This is the High Seas podcast, and now we are going to start talking
About something.
First things first. This is episode 1. We gotta do things right.
Hell yeah.
Man, you smoked the sacred first blunt.
Maybe. Wait, did I?
That was supposed to be for the first podcast.
Oh, oops.
No, there's no one.
Okay.
Put that bullshit back.
Okay.
Ah.
Goodbye, bullshit.
Nope, not that one either. Here, do the new one.
Okay. To christen the podcast.
Yeah, boy. Episode number 1. And just like Star Wars, episode 1 will be the best. That is not true. Episode
I
1.
don't think so. I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to start coughing my lungs out. Remember to hold for 15 seconds, Walter.
No, I think I'm good. I've been smoking for like 20 years, but I'm still a fucking lightweight. I don't get how people smoke all day, every day. How do you function in life?
The joints we gave Lily did nothing to her.
How is that possible?
I don't know. Because she's not a lightweight?
Yeah, but how long has she been smoking? Like 5 years?
No, like 2 years. Both of us have.
That's nothing, though.
I
You
know.
should be, like, getting super high.
You're just not caught up with the rest of us yet.
Yeah. Wouldn't that suck if we did a whole fucking episode and we're like, whew, we finally did it. And then, oh, alright, let's do it again.
Just kidding. Yeah, full form.
Fuck. That has to happen all the time, though. German in Venice, I saw he did one episode. He was like, I recorded the whole thing, but there was no audio.
No, that happens all the time. Technical
That fucking
difficulties.
sucks. So why do you want to start a podcast?
Well, first of all, because you wanted to. But when you get thinking about it, it's, don't vape right in my face. No, it's cool to, it's cool to document just your thoughts in the moment even. It's cool to, like, look back on where you were, like, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. That was me.
Oh, yeah.
That was my thought stream, and that's what I wanted to talk about in the moment. For me, that's why more than anything, more than, like, an audience.
Yeah, the audience thing is, like, secondary. To me, it was just, like, during my... I'm fucking high already. to me during
Lightweight.
my loneliest times, I would put on like Joe Rogan and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not like a worshiper of Joe Rogan, but like he nailed the formula of just like a it's not a podcast, it's just like two people talking.
Yeah.
And you feel comforted when you have that like in the background listening to it.
Yeah.
It just feels like you have company. And like I always say, I'm never happier than when you and I are like high and having like a good conversation. Isn't that the best thing on earth with anyone?
And when you're a loner, when you don't have that many friends, because let's be real, that's both of us.
Excuse me. I went to LA Film School. I have connections.
Yeah, okay. All right, partner. Anyway, when you're a loner, it's nice to just be able to put on good conversation at night. And also conversation that you know isn't going to have to follow any sort of, like, political narrative.
Oh, yeah. and yeah, you could, when I'm at school, I have to be on edge all the time. Like, I know what not to say, but, like, sometimes I'm like, it's instinctual that I want to make, like, a joke or something. And I'm like, oh, no. And
it doesn't come out. Yeah. It doesn't come out. Because you're like, and your brain goes to 50 different places where you're like, that could end poorly. Somebody could get offended by that.
Yeah, it's like everyone talks about cancel culture, but, like, it is like a fear nowadays.
It's a terrible fear. Yeah, you can't
get away from it. I don't want to be like. I've told you this before, but I don't consider myself Democrat or Republican.
No.
I hate. I think both sides have gone crazy, and I just want to be left alone.
No, me too. I just
want
to
I just want to exist.
Exist and be able to like talk about my opinion and exist at the same time. But you can't do that anymore. Certain opinions
you can't have two different opposed opinions nowadays.
No.
It has to be either all left or all right.
It absolutely does, yeah. I've noticed that so much in like my stupid online circles. Like the second something comes up like, oh, so and so, he's got conservative ideas, like can't like him anymore. Nope, not anymore.
Oh, fuck yeah. People even do it with actors and stuff. It's like, my whole life growing up, I've loved people like Arnold Schwarzenegger and fucking Sylvester Stallone and all these, like, fucking, like, cool actors and action stars. You never give a fuck what their political opinions were.
I can't speak for that, because I wasn't alive during that time. For the most part, all I remember from, like, the news and actors and stuff, like, from when I actually started paying attention to it, is just, you kind of more, what's more in light is, like, not the person themselves, but what they're doing and what their opinions are and what they did wrong, what they thought wrong, especially in the social media sphere. That's what it feels like, at least. Like J.K. Rowling. You can't talk about her anymore.
Isn't that funny?
Because she has certain opinions.
10 years ago, Harry Potter was absolutely the biggest thing in pop culture. The movies were unbelievable success. They became part of the zeitgeist of our country.
Yeah.
She was renowned, and now she's hated.
Yeah, not even, like, widely by, like, okay, if you follow news
she's hated by
lot,
half the country.
By half the country, sure.
No, I wouldn't even say half. I'll say a third, because I can't say that all Democrats feel the same way. I think it's a pretty radical position to not understand that she's simply stating fact and not really being, like, harsh about it.
Yeah, it feels like... It feels like most people I talk to and just, like, my day-to-day life about these things, they don't hold that radical, like, far, left opinion so much about her. I feel like more people are much more moderate about the issue, or, like, that thing is more of like an online thing almost.
Yeah.
But it gets carried into, it gets sensationalized into popular media. But most people I talk to are like, oh yeah, J.K. Rowling. That girl who wrote the Harry Potter books.
I think most people are still cool with it, but there's enough people that are hating her now that it
definitely shows up more.
Like
more
the
more.
media kind of buys into it is the problem.
Yeah, buys into it or just takes it and is like, ooh, this is
So
controversial,
it's like,
let's run with it.
It's like you're kind of made to feel guilty for liking her, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
oh,
like,
you absolutely are.
It's
you
like, I just like the books, man. And look, her views are not that fucking crazy. Like, here's the truth. Her views are the views of most of the people.
That's the
and
truth.
If you don't like that, then you're the minority. You're not the majority.
Yeah.
It's just a case of the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Absolutely, yeah.
Maybe it's not a good idea to get this high when you do a podcast.
No, because we're going off on a tangent.
Whoa. It's like the conversation you think is interesting because we're high.
Yeah.
But then looking back on it, you're like, oh, what the hell were we saying?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I mean, I guess that's the point. But next time, I think I'll stick to one hit, not two.
Yeah, me too. I was joking about you being a lightweight, but I think I'm probably just as bad because I hold for 15 seconds.
You were holding a lot longer than me.
I know.
When was the last time you had a real bad trip with weed?
You know when.
That wasn't too long ago.
No.
That was like a month
ago. Yeah.
What happened again? You were drinking and smoking?
Oh, because we skipped on our schedule. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
I was drinking and smoking.
Yeah, and we don't fucking drink all the time.
No.
But we have like our drink nights and stuff. But that time she mixed it up.
I did. I was playing Ark. It's a video game with dinosaurs. And I was so into it, and I hadn't had that much fun in so long because my fucking gaming laptop broke. So I'm like, oh, fuck it. But I read somewhere shortly after I mixed the two, because I was getting really paranoid, that you're not supposed to mix the two. You're not supposed to drink and then get high.
A lot of people do, though.
But I don't react to it well. So...
I can't say it's been good experiences for me in the past either.
Yeah.
Every time in the past 10 years that I've thrown up, it's been because of the mixing the two. Not food poisoning or anything. It's, that's why I don't like to do it, really.
No, me too.
It's like either have a couple drinks or have a toke. You don't do both.
No. Yeah. Same thing with me. I mean, I hadn't thrown up in... No, yeah, I threw up on the boat.
If you threw up in the boat, in my room.
But
the car?
It was no, not
Yeah, I think you did.
No, I don't
We
think
are
so.
making you sound very bad right now.
Yeah. I'm not a crazy alcoholic or a drunk. We just had too much of a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only times I've ever thrown up recently, I'd say in the past, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years probably, it's because I got fucking drunk. Like, I know when to stop, but sometimes you're just like, ooh, I'm gonna get my party on.
Let's get the party going.
Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, this is a fucking terrible idea. And then 10 minutes later you're gonna be puking your guts out. You're sitting there trying to stop it. Like, no, it's gonna happen.
You don't realize how much alcohol creeps up on your body after a little while.
It does, because I feel like you get kind of like, oh no, like when you get the buzz on, it doesn't kick right away sometimes.
No, when you smoke weed will kick in within 5 minutes.
10
minutes
yeah.
the most.
But no, for me, drinking, like, it only really sets in after, like 20, 25, 30 minutes.
Sometimes it feels like it takes like 45 minutes to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn, now it's kicking in?
Yeah. Sometimes it does creep up on you. But that's why he's doing Sober October.
Oh, but yeah, let me tell you about Sober October. Uh, that's when you could tell how like poisonous alcohol is. Because after 2 weeks of no booze, oh fuck, you feel like, oh, okay, maybe you shouldn't drink that stuff more than like once a week.
All of your energy is back.
What do you mean?
You said you were so much more energized.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can tell everything. Your skin.
Oh, it's like elastic now.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
And I have 10 times more motivation to go to the gym.
Hell yeah.
Now-
I've noticed, believe me.
Now I feel like, oh, okay, I could do this. Before I was like, I'm too tired.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep and play Modern Warfare.
No, you have to stick with weed, man.
Yeah.
You just do. You have to embrace weed. The thing about alcohol is there's like a romance to it. It's like you're sitting in the, fucking on the boat, on the ocean. And by the way, we don't live on the boat.
Yar! Diddly-dee.
But it is the ultimate escape.
Yeah.
What was I saying?
Fuck some about. Don't touch my angel kiss.
What was I saying?
Something about fucking getting drunk on the boat.
Oh yeah, the thing about alcohol is there's like a romanticism about it. Like smoking weed is cool, it's fun, but it's just there's a little some different about alcohol. When you drink it, then you feel that warmness come on you. You're kind of chilling, you know what I mean?
It makes me feel cold after a while. And then I'm just like
makes
sitting
me
there
feel
in bed
warm.
and it's spinning and I'm like, why did I do this?
Alcohol makes you feel cold. It makes you feel warm.
The warmth lasts for like 30 minutes and then I'm just like, because I get chills because I feel like
Yeah, I
nauseous.
guess. But if you are gonna drink, I'm paranoid. I got all the supplements now for when I drink.
Yeah, you do.
I make sure to drink like a full sugar-free Gatorade afterwards, and like a full thing of coffee, and I take probiotics.
Well, that just negates all of it.
No, not at all. But it helps.
Joke.
No, I know. But I think some people kind of think that, like, oh, now I can drink all I want. It's like, you're not preventing all the damage, but you're helping.
Yeah, but Sober October definitely sounds like it helps.
Oh, Sober October is amazing. Fuck, I feel like I keep bringing up Joe Rogan, and I don't want to be one of those like podcasts like.
Oh, that's okay.
No, but you know
Speak your mind.
those podcasts like fucking groupies, you know. It's just that what can I say? Joe Rogan was the first podcast I watched. I started watching like 10 years ago.
How long has he been on
It's just
for?
part of like my psyche now. I can't help but reference it. You know what I mean?
How long has he been on for?
Fuck him. He's been doing that podcast from his like den in his own house with his little girl knocking on the door behind him.
Aw,
Like fucking over 10 years now.
dang.
It started off nothing, but I was just hooked because again, it was just like having your two friends in the room, talking bullshit like just the way you do in normal day life. It didn't feel like a podcast.
The first time I ever heard of him was 4 years ago. And the
Fuck,
first,
that's a long time ago.
yeah.
I mean, that's not a long time ago.
Yeah, that's not a long time ago, I guess, compared to when you were first introduced to him. But the way I was introduced to him, if this, like, demonstrates kind of how much politics kind of got involved in my generation, was because my mom was talking about him, and I had read somewhere vaguely on social media that he was like he's a conservative podcaster, he's a far conservative podcaster. And when my mom mentioned him, I was like, I just scoffed. I turned my nose down. And then he came up again maybe 2 years later. So I've only really been watching him for about 2 years. But I finally gave him a shot because Reagan, my sister Reagan gave me, we sat down and we watched a video about, what's that one black lady who has her own show now?
You
Do you
have
know
to be
her?
more specific than that.
She was fucking hilarious. I wanted to show you her videos.
Lizzo?
Not Lizzo! No, not Lizzo. Oh, fuck. I can't remember her name. But we were just watching those videos and then I started watching these other stuff. Like, he's not far right at all. I agree with him on everything.
That black Republican girl?
Like
Moonshadow or something?
No, she had a really hard life, and she I think she adopted
Comedian?
some of her. She's a comedian, yeah.
Miss Pat?
Miss Pat, yes, Miss Pat. I know it was Miss P something, but
Let
I
me
couldn't
tell
remember.
you, she has some crazy fucking stories.
I know. I got
like,
addicted
damn,
to
you
listening.
lived in Boys in the Hood and Menace to Society.
Seriously.
You don't even know what those movies are.
No, but I believe your references because they're usually right.
Have you seen Boys in the Hood?
No.
Oh, fuck.
When
My
did that
heart
come out?
hurts. Have you seen Menace to
When did
Society?
it come out?
Like 1990.
Okay, then my generation doesn't care about it.
Yeah, but it's just such a classic. What the fuck?
I've never even heard of it.
Boys in the Hood? Ricky!
What the fuck does that mean? Okay, I shouldn't be talking like
Doughboy!
maybe these are just going over my head because that
It
wasn't
is,
my,
but I just can't believe it though.
because it wasn't my kind of social circle.
I feel like talking to you that like we're so much alike. I forget our age difference.
Yeah, I agre.
I mean, not that we're like fucking generations apart, but like
You
it's enough
fucking
that like we don't know.
Boomer.
I ain't no fucking boomer.
Yeah, you are.
What the fuck? A boomer? Hell
How old
no.
are you again?
39?
Oh, I forgot.
No, a boomer is like fucking your dad.
I know. Oh no, my dad has.
Let me look
debates
this
about
up.
that. It's 64. 64 is a cutoff point. You're not a boomer.
How old
It's 60
are boomers?
You have to be younger than being born in 64.
Boomers 1955 to 1964.
Yeah.
Gen X 1965 to 1980. That's not me. Millennials 1981 to 1996.
Let me
I'm a
see
millennial. So I could still officially say that I'm young.
Yeah. But you barely scraped by that cutoff point. You're like, wait, me too.
Fuck. I'm in though.
You are in. You're exactly like what my dad says.
I'm so young. Fuck your
I'm
old dad.
I'm solidly a Zoomer. He's not that old. Your dad's
Your
fucking-
dad is actually, like, looks wise, your dad looks like the cool dad who can still kick your ass.
He's hardly okay. He's like going gray, but it's like a cool gray.
Yeah.
You can still see his natural
Gray
hair
is not
color.
bad when he looks like the Marlboro Man. He looks cool.
He is cool.
And he looks like he could kick like your boyfriend's ass though, you know.
Oh yeah, he could. You're lucky he didn't kick your ass.
Your dad does a lot of training.
He does.
Fucking
he competed. Did I show you
jujitsu.
his videos?
Yeah, and your dad's fucking crazy. He was draining pus out of his arm.
Yeah, he was. Yes, he was.
Didn't that video get like fucking 1 million views on YouTube?
No, not a
No,
million.
I swear it did. Because I remember when I was looking at it, I was telling Robert, I'm like, look at Maddie's dad. His video got like over 1 million
You
views.
showed your brother the pus video.
Yeah. But no,
Oh,
because
no.
I was so surprised at the view count. It was over 1 million views. And I was like, why didn't your dad keep going with these crazy videos?
Because he got tired, probably.
Yeah, but I'm saying he probably wouldn't have made money.
Probably, but it didn't have 1 million. It had like 100.
Look it up right now. No.
I don't
I
have my
promise
phone.
you. What do I look up? Mike D. Pus arm?
Yeah, probably. I hate this is what we're talking about on the first episode.
Mike D. Pus arm. Mike the Mecha. I don't know what the fuck. No, I'm not going to find it.
Give it to me.
Don't look at my search history.
Shut up. Shut up. Okay, I found him. The first thing that comes up.
What's the view count?
Guess.
I'm guessing over 1 million.
You're horrendously wrong.
No, that's not the video I was looking at then. No. It's another one of his videos.
Oh, that's his really video.
Well, this one has 568,000.
Okay, well, you know what video got the most? And I'm pretty sure YouTube took it down.
500,000.
I think a video got above that count. I can't be 100% sure.
No, I'm positive.
No,
I swear.
He made a video years ago called Animals Having Sex. And that fucking took off.
Here's one with... No, never mind.
I think you're crazy.
Fuck, I thought
Oh,
that was... I thought
you.
No, but look.
Say it.
I thought that was his penis. It's his elbow.
I
I'm
don't
like,
want
what's your
you to
dad
ever
posting?
say those words ever again.
I'm like, what is your dad posting? This is YouTube, motherfucker.
Yeah.
568. I swear. Well, look, there's one with 1.5 million.
Halloween prop. What the fuck? Why is that?
I told you. I fucking told you. Did I not?
You said it was the pus video, though.
I know, but I made a correction. It was another video.
Oh, shut the fuck up with your correction.
I did.
How was that the one that got the most views ever?
That
one
what
was
is
so
it?
stupid. He loves making, he loves building, like, really elaborate, like, Halloween props, like mechanical props that pop out.
Then he should fucking
he does
my
every.
Nerf gun.
Shut up.
I didn't know he was cool like that.
Hold on, let me finish. He makes so many of those props. And I can't believe that was one. This year he made one. There's like a really popular Biden sound clip, and he made like a Biden that pops up at you.
This year?
Yeah, he's still building it, I'm pretty sure. Or he might be done with it.
I'm glad.
He's gonna sell it. He sells these things. So this was the stupidest one, in my opinion. Then he made like a big witch that popped out.
Let me see it. Anyone curious, it's called a Halloween prop skeleton baby.
But he's made much bigger and better ones.
What did they just look at? It's just a robotic skeleton baby that pops out of a card. Like, you've seen those prank videos. But I like it. That's cool, though. Is your dad talking?
The prop that I built this year is called
No, that's some
Creepy Crib.
I can't say that word no more.
That's a no word,
We
Walter.
can say it on the podcast, though, right? Just you and my... Look, I would never say this in public. Let me clarify up front. I would never say it as a derogatory term. But I can't help it. I've been saying it my whole life. It's become part of my slang. I mean no disrespect. But I'm going to say it, retard.
Oh my god. It was part of my slang for a long time. I don't say it around my friends anymore.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
I accept that.
But around my sister, oh my god, you should hear us. First of all, we talk like fucking sailors. And stuff just flies out. We don't mean it in a derogatory way.
Do you know what it is, too? When you're around someone so much, like you've known for decades, even you and I, we've barely known each other for not even a year yet. But we know each other really close. You start developing this comfort zone where you get mentally very lazy around that person.
Oh, yeah.
You stop
walls
putting so
drop.
much effort, into every single thought that comes out of your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, it's extremely
And when
refreshing.
you're, fuck it.
You
And
okay there? What did you
fucking
just
tick.
do?
And when your fucking defenses drop like that, you just say some stupid, moronic stuff. Sometimes it's just very offensive, but it's ultra sarcastic. It's not meant to be taken seriously.
No, because you know you're in the company of one other person, and you're not saying it.
Absolutely.
You're not saying it in a way that it's going to be...
And you don't mean it. Everyone, the two people in the room know this, that it's not meant to be taken literally. In fact, it's meant to be taken that you are quite aware that this is the opposite of how you actually feel.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so, like, out there and, like... It's so extreme. That's what makes it funny.
Fuck yeah, it's just like, you want to say, like, the bad word, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't help it. It's just fun to be extreme and private. You have to just unleash those taboo little stupid like urges, you know?
Yeah, I don't feel like that's even making it out to be like a bigger deal than it is. It's like
No, it is, but it's kind of gotten to that point though,
no, it absolutely
where
has.
we
Yeah.
need that release of just like whatever is on my mind. I mean, that's kind of one of the reasons I want to do the podcast.
Yeah, because let's be honest, who doesn't say stupid shit in their heads like, oh, that's fucking you know,
when I'm
retarded.
when I'm driving alone in my car in like traffic, and I'm bored and I'm restless and I'm getting tired, I will say the most retarded stuff you've ever heard in my life. Yeah. Like dirt, dirt, dirt. Ah! Like you just do like the dumbest
Yeah,
thing.
you do.
You just start singing made up songs. You start saying every curse word you could think of. You do voices.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like you just do fucking all these stupid shit. And that's what like these words are. Like, yeah, you can't use these in public when you're giving a speech.
No.
You're not gonna do that. But
no.
Like,
and I wouldn't want to either, because if there was a chance that I knew somebody was going to be hurt by that, then I wouldn't say it, you know. So I'm not going to say it. I would never say it in public. I don't even say it around like my best friends. I only say it around you because I know it's just a joke.
That is a word that I will reserve in some certain company, simply because like I can tell the story without it. I'm not being forced to withhold my speech. It's just like, okay, don't use that word.
Yeah, because like
yeah,
I don't want it to like genuinely make somebody feel bad in public. I wouldn't want that. Like if it's somebody who's just getting offended by it, that's a different thing. But I can see how that could be used to hurt somebody.
Here's the problem though. Like, at what point do we draw the line and say like, okay, look, we gotta joke about something. We can't joke about retards. We can't joke about fat people. And let me tell you, being fat, there's a lot to make fun of, okay? Like, you don't get fat by working hard and doing all the right things. So you gotta make fun of certain habits that lead to you being fat.
Careful now, Walter. You're going into even worse than retard territory.
I'm one of them, so no.
Yeah.
I can talk.
No, isn't that ridiculous though? Like,
being fat is not. It's not like admiring someone else's culture. Like, oh, tell me about Japan or Nicaragua or you know, kind of like, no, it's not a species or a culture. Fat people are like alcoholics. Are we going to start glorifying alcoholics? You're doing the same thing. You're doing damage to your body. Everyone knows it's wrong and bad for you, but you're enabling it. Why? That's because
probably because people want to feel better about themselves.
It also because like more and more people are becoming fat.
Yeah, that is true here.
So it's like, fuck, we gotta just accept these fat motherfuckers, but don't accept it. Fuck, it's true though. Being fat sucks. There's nothing good about it.
I can't speak from experience because I've weighed less than 115 pounds my whole life.
I'm gonna get you there.
No, you won't.
I'm working out. I'm gonna get in shape. Meanwhile, you're gonna keep drinking.
At least I won't chug 2 gallons of Diet Pepsi a day.
No, I drink more coffee.
Good. All while we're watching House of the Dragon.
Fuck, is that season over?
Can't be. There's only like 7 episodes. 8 episodes.
Oh no, we have more. I'm down to 1 episode of Rings of Power.
I don't really care about that show anymore.
What? Why?
It didn't capture my attention. I didn't really like the original trilogy.
You said you never saw it.
No, I did see the original. I watched it. I liked The Hobbit more than I liked the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. In fact, I didn't finish the last
I'm
movie.
shook right now.
I didn't finish the last movie.
Oh, fuck. But I don't understand. I thought that would be right up your alley.
Me too. But, I don't know why it didn't capture my attention. The first movie did. The second movie felt a little bit weaker. And then maybe I was just, like, super fucking bored.
You're talking about the Hobbit trilogy?
No, on Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think me and my brother saw it when it was at a time where you'd never really seen something on that scale in a fantasy world on the big screen before.
Okay.
And it was kind of a similar experience to viewing, like, Terminator 2 for the first time. It was like, holy shit, you're taking me to a crazy fucking place right now. Like, this is pretty revolutionary filmmaking, you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Kind of like The Matrix, too. I have a feeling a lot of people who look at the original Matrix trilogy today for the first time, they're probably like, yeah, it's cool, but like, okay, you know, another action movie, sci-fi. But when that movie came out, I'll never forget, when I was watching Super Bowl, they had the first trailer for The Matrix, and it was Keanu Reeves on the rooftop in his fucking black glasses, trench coat, and he was meeting a agent, like, face-to-face. No, he wasn't wearing trench coat. He was wearing just his black long-sleeve shirt.
Wait, what is this again?
The Matrix, fool! If you don't know what The Matrix is, I'm
I
gonna
know
cry.
what it is, but I've never watched it all the way through.
Okay.
I've seen tiny bits and pieces.
Well, you're only proving my point.
Okay.
That trailer, though, it was a very simple trailer. It had, like, Morpheus's voiceover, saying, like, fuck, I don't know, something. And it showed Keanu, and he did...
Keanu.
Keanu Reeves, I call him. But that's not the point. He did the dodging the bullet move, and you saw the bullet time camera rotate around his body for the first time, and that was the first time that video technique was ever used in movies, and it felt like magical. Like, how the fuck did they do that shot? Like, no one's ever done... like, how did you freeze time? How the fuck did you do it? Because you're literally getting to see every... in one frame, you're getting to see, like... Well, not like one frame, but like 10 frames. So it's practically like the effect of one frame.
Yeah.
You're all around him. It's like, wait, how do you see all sides in one frame? You know what I mean? And then you found out the way that they did it, and they had like fucking 100 cameras in a ring all around him that took pictures at the same time, you know what I mean?
That's pretty fucking cool.
But it felt like magic, but that's kind of how Lord of the Rings felt. It just felt like something new and exciting. Like, holy fuck, this is some visuals I've never seen before.
I see what you mean, yeah.
Don't go sleeping.
I'm not sleeping. It's a reflex. I just smashed my microphone. Oopsie. I don't know.
He smashed your head.
Shut up.
I think it took me 20 minutes to explain that Matrix thing.
It did. It took a while. That's okay.
What do you think of Halloween Ends?
Wait, I had something I wanted to say.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't care anymore. Halloween Ends! I was so fucking disappointed. Honestly, like, I really wanted to like it. I really wanted to like it because I'm so sick of reading stupid bullshit online and being like, oh, it sucks, I'm gonna hate it already. And going into it because I love reading spoilers. That's one of my character flaws. I will read every spoiler.
You need to absolutely stop that. I'm gonna get mad.
I read.
I hate it.
I love it. The second.
It irritates me when people do
inkling
that.
of a spoiler comes out, like, blah, 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 let me see it. I need to see it.
You're ruining the movie.
I can't wait, though. I can't wait for things that I'm excited about.
You need to.
I want to know. But if it... Okay, so I put all my negativity aside. I said, nope, I don't care. I'm just going to go into it. I stopped looking at reviews and spoilers and everything. I'm just like, I don't care. I'm going to see how this matches up to the spoilers that I did read. And if not, whatever. I don't care. I just want to go and watch this movie. I love Halloween. It's one of my favorite fucking franchises ever. I love Halloween. And it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Not the end to that trilogy, which was very disappointing for me. And even as a movie, I feel like there were some very big writing flaws. Like, my friend Lils isn't like, she's not as big of like a slasher fan as I am. But she loves horror movies. We watched so many horror movies together. And we went in there and we were like, Halfway through, she told me, hey, you want to like leave right now? Cause you want to go home? Because I'm not feeling this. I'm like, yeah, I just want to see the ending really bad.
You have to, though.
Yeah, you have to go through with it. But I was feeling the same way. And I never feel like that when I go to the movie theater. Like, we usually have a pretty good like gauge of what we want to see. Because we're on the same page. But both of us were like, I'm not feeling it. I'm bored.
That's
just
the
from
worst
a writing
feeling.
standpoint, I don't feel like it delivered for me.
That's exactly how I felt with The Predator.
Yeah.
Again, not the newest one, Prey. That one was tight. But the one before it, me and Robert love Predator like probably like you and Lily love Halloween.
Yeah.
If not more.
Probably more.
We fucking were so excited to go see New One, especially when we found out that one of the original castmates was directing the movie. We're like, okay, this motherfucker knows Predator.
Wait, who was it?
Shane Black.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Well, he's a pretty well known director.
Okay.
I think he did Iron Man 3.
Oh,
But that's why the movie sucks so bad, though. It worked for Iron Man, but not for Predator. The whole story revolved around a retarded kid.
We're gonna have like a retard count in the upper corner.
I'll put
ding 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 ding.
I'll put a warning at the beginning of the podcast. It's like this podcast is rated R for retards.
No. Oh no. I can feel my social media reputation crumbling.
What reputation?
No, it's no reputation.
I guess you have more of a community than I do. I have like 20 people on Facebook.
Though. It's a cute community. I love the horror community.
This is why I want to do a podcast, to be honest. I feel like a podcast suits me the most as far as being able to reach out to people. I don't think I'm cut out for like Instagram and shit like that.
Oh no, me either. I hate Instagram. I only post when I'm sad and I want people to look at me. I go, like my picture now.
It really.
And the likes make me feel better.
Does that really make you feel better?
Sometimes.
Where do you
feeling...
post?
Instagram.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing I ever use my Instagram account for. Because I don't really care usually. I just look in the mirror and I'm like... But then sometimes I want to feel pretty. And sometimes when I'm sad, it makes me happy to be looked at.
But you
on
really,
Instagram.
you really don't know that you're pretty?
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying sometimes I just want to wallow in my own
prettiness,
self-pity.
Oh, okay.
Well, who doesn't? But sometimes Instagram is the place for that. Because you're like, oh, look at me, I'm hot. You know? Not like as a necessarily conceited thing, but it does make you feel a little bit better.
It's like an instant...
gratification. Instant gratification, basically.
Yeah, I guess so.
Honestly, that's the same thing as like any social media addiction.
You know, I do a lot of designs on Zazzle.
You do.
And I always come up with all these funny t-shirts and bumper stickers and blah blah blah, and I'm like, oh, this one is fucking genius. I never sell one, but then I'll put the dumbest randomest thing like that I took 10 seconds to do, like a fucking smiley face on a fucking round button. No originality whatsoever. It could be the dumbest. I'll put like Trump #1 And I'll sell 20 of those.
Yeah.
It's like my creativity is overlooked for just the dumbest moronic memes.
That's how it is on my stupid horror blog community.
Are people that stupid that they just
It's
can't?
not
Has life just become about memes and nothing else?
In this case, on my community, I'm neglecting to say which app it is because it's stupid. It's not stupid, but it's like that's kind of like my private thing.
Oh yeah, I mean you don't have to.
But yeah, it's like you can pour your soul into something, like some little piece of writing, and it's like, oh yeah, this is good. And then you put it out there, it's like, nah. And then you can like rip a meme off the internet, and it'll get like 500 likes.
Kanye West wore a fucking shirt that said "White Lives Matter." The whole world turned their heads and were paying attention to that.
When did that happen?
Like fucking 4 days ago. He was at a fashion show in France or something, and he wore a shirt that says "White Lives Matter," and everyone's just, that's all people were talking about. It was the biggest fucking viral thing for the whole week.
Why don't
And
they...
it was like, oh, they're just over analyzing every little detail, the meaning of it and this and that, and it's like, look, at that point, you're just doing stupid shit to get attention. And I'm not even on any side of Kanye as far as, like, with him or against him, but he knows he could just do anything that's, like, it takes so little creativity for him to cause a stir. Whereas for someone like you or me, we could be so creative and no one will pay attention.
No. That's just the sad reality of life.
I mean, that's not to say that there's no way around it. You just, you have to work, but you have to work. You have to work harder and longer and more consistent than someone like Kanye does. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
At least until you get to a certain level.
At least until you get to Kanye's level.
No, you don't need to get to Kanye's level to be able to have a voice.
Well,
you know what I mean?
He can wear a T-shirt and the whole world will look at him.
The problem is, though, now, I think people are, especially when he said that Jew thing.
I don't know about that
Oh,
thing
fuck.
either.
You live in the rock.
I like it under the rock.
He
It's
wrote
peaceful
on
there.
Twitter. He wrote on Twitter, fucking, in the morning, I'm going DEFCON 5 on all Jews.
What does that mean?
It's like, fuck, he's going after the Jews.
Why is he going after the Jews?
I think because they're like Jared Kushner, and he has some views about Jewish people controlling the media and this and that, and it was anti-Semitic. There's no real excusing it. But I think he's trying to say that like black people are Jews too, so it's okay. I don't know.
I think it's just stupid that we get wrapped up in everybody's stupid bullshit opinions. Like,
No.
why do we care so much?
But that's the thing. It's Kanye West. Why are we paying attention? Why does it matter? Honestly, stop it. Like,
Because
there-
people are bored.
But there's things that you can show to get people unboard that are just as entertaining, but don't cause so much negative fucking energy waves in our society. And like, show me a fucking alligator eating a squirrel, and I will be just as happy as watching Kanye talking about Jews. You know what I mean?
I'd be much happier watching an alligator eating a squirrel.
We don't have to, like, not everything. The problem is, like, people think it's fun to be divisive, and like everything, even like reputable news outlets, they love fucking dunking on the other guy. The Democrats love making the Republicans look stupid. The Republicans make love making Democrats look stupid.
It's like when they're filming,
And that's all that matters.
when they're filming these, it's like they have the other guy in mind. Like when you make up a fake argument in your head and you have like a fake argument on the other end, you're like, ooh, this is gonna burn. It's polarized for the sake of being polarized.
It's so like lustful and vengeful and like giving into those like just wanting to like, it's like that junior high feeling of like wanting to get that guy who you don't like.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck, man.
That's what Twitter is. That's exactly what Twitter is. That's the only reason Twitter exists.
I
to
just
make
saw
you angry.
I just saw an article on Twitter about like this Russian fisherman who has been photographing all the creatures he's caught in like deep under the water.
Yeah.
And there was like these creatures look like fucking Pokemon and stuff. I was like, this is fucking fascinating. These are like alien avatar creatures. And, like, I've never seen these before, and like nobody cares about all the cool shit in our world anymore.
No, that's not what gets the most likes on Twitter.
There's so much fucking cool shit in our world right now. Aliens might exist. I know they do, but
they do exist.
It's looking
ourselves.
like we might even have had contact with them. Off-world vehicles, not of this planet.
When did that headline come out?
Fucking like 3 years ago.
Damn. I didn't hear that one. I know about the Tic Tacs.
It was from the Pentagon. It's like, okay, you just admitted practically that we have aliens, but nobody is talking about it because George Floyd matters more. And look, I'm not going to get into the whole George Floyd thing. I think what happened to him was wrong. I think the reaction was all kinds of confusion for me. I just don't understand the scale of it. I don't understand why that was so much more fascinating than the Pentagon practically saying that we have aliens.
Yeah.
Why do people just care about nothing but fucking...
Shut up.
Controversy. Why is controversy so addicting to people? And
because
this
people
virtue
are bored.
signaling.
Because people are bored.
Aliens is not unboring.
People would rather have drama. Well, drama is very addicting.
Last week, we just sent a satellite 7 million miles into space. It collided with an asteroid, and it bumped its trajectory enough to knock it out of orbit, proving that we can do this for an asteroid that is headed towards Earth. So we can protect ourselves from Earth, from an asteroid. That is huge news. How many people have you heard mention this?
I had no idea about that until you showed it to me. I had no idea.
I'm sure you've heard of all the other bullshit, though, like Kanye and this and that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
And our politicians, they're all fucking cartoon characters.
Yeah, they are. It's like, why do I have to choose between the two worst possible options
Biden and Trump.
that could have been elected into office? Like, why do I have to choose between those two guys?
I don't care how much you hate Biden. I don't care how much you hate Trump. You know that both of them are fucking... One is dying. The other is a moron. Okay, they're both morons, and they're both probably dying, okay? They're both equally bad, okay?
Yeah.
We know this. Why are we pretending that one is so much better than the other? You're giving us horrible choices. Pick someone like Romney. I don't give a fuck. I just don't want the world to blow up, okay?
No, that's the best we could possibly shit out, apparently.
I'll take DeSantis. That's cool. Give me a reasonable Democrat. I'll take him too. But fuck, man.
Yeah, I almost didn't want to vote, but I did vote.
I have so little motivation to vote right now. I'm just gonna be like, look, I almost just feel like tossed to vote. The truth is, whoever is president, if you don't pay attention to it, it doesn't really affect your life on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, don't give it that much weight. Like when Trump won, People were crying on the streets.
Oh, I have to be honest with you. That was, I'm gonna sound stupid. 2016?
Yeah.
Okay, thank God. Well, I was only 16. So to me, I was still in my hyper far, which way is left? Left phase. Far left phase. That hit me hard at the time. Hard. I know it sounds stupid, but that hit me hard. I was like, oh, I can't believe it. Because you get so sucked into your social media circles and your friend group circles who are also all on social media, and everyone talks about these things like, oh, it's doomsday because Trump got elected. And it hurt at the time because of the certain comments he was making, like the pussy grabbing comment. That hurts when you're a 16-year-old girl. You don't want to hear that because you already feel so insecure, and you're like, boobs now, and I hate men because they're pigs and whatnot. But that's how you feel at the time when you go through female puberty. I mean, that's how my sisters and I did, at least. But after you grow out of that phase and you just live life for a little while, it's like, okay, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. It's not good because you just said it, you were young. And I think that age, like 16 to 20, that's what a lot of this problem is all about.
Yeah.
A lot of young kids who think they have everything figured out. And look, in your case, you were kind of right, you know what I mean, in some ways, you know what I mean, about your worries about Trump, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, my whole life, before he became president, we all knew he was a serial dater, multiple marriages. He was like that greasy Vegas kind of businessman. We've known this my whole fucking life. Everyone knew it. That was his reputation. Everything gold, Trump, tacky, rich, greasy. Back to the Future too. Biff was fucking a caricature of Trump. They knew this back to the Future too. That was like 1987.
The first time I
now
ever
we're supposed to act like he's a respectful president. You all know he's fucking sleazebag.
The first time I ever heard of him was the elections in 2016. That's the first time I ever heard of him.
Well, I think at that point he had kind of this. But you never heard of The Apprentice, a TV show?
I knew. I'd heard the name before vaguely, and I knew that he was on some sort of TV show or directed, or was the head, not writer. He hosted some sort of TV show. I don't know. That's about as far as I knew about him.
But even The Apprentice, it very much reflected his reputation as this like hard, like mafia kind of like businessman who was just like, your typical sleazy, money hungry guy who, was on to women, and he's just, like your typical cartoon character rich guy, you know what I mean? We've always known this. And now we're acting like I'm supposed to say that he's smart. No, he's not smart. I'd rather have your dad be president. I've said this before, and I mean it 100%. People are only so gung-ho for Trump because he's the exact opposite of Biden. But they are both on the opposite ends of a shit pile, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
We can do better than Trump. I'm not even saying I won't vote Republican. I'm just saying I won't vote for Trump, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me DeSantis. I'll vote for DeSantis. That's cool. There you go. Proves it. I'm not like a far-right liberal, you know what I mean? I'll vote for DeSantis. Just give me someone who is a normal person for the most part, you know what I mean?
Yeah, normal over our current options that we've had lately. Was it okay?
I'm sick of crazy. It's too much. It's exhausting.
The first time I was able to vote for president was when Biden was elected. And
oh, fuck.
Yeah, and I've never been able to, vote before. So my first real experiences as an adult or as even an older teenager with politics and actually paying attention to who's going to be president and who are my parents going to vote for, was basically 2016 onward. 2015 onward, maybe, but like you don't really care about it that much. You're just kind of listening to what's going on. But anyway, that was like, oh fuck, I totally lost my train of thought.
I was off that train 5 stops ago.
No, I was leading up to something important.
Biden, I heard.
No, it's gone.
That fucking seal out there sounds like a ghost. They're, oh.
Stop.
What were you talking about?
I can't remember it anymore.
Move your head. Okay.
Yeah, it's gone.
Well, I think my brain's shutting down now.
Mine too.
But all in all, I think that was a pretty good first podcast.
Good enough. Every time.
All right, everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Turn that shit off.
If you like our channel, like and subscribe.